Yippers!
In case anyone is wondering what Greg is referring to, I was putting in, I think I put it in Pig's Discord specifically, that good news today is I'm going to be getting the morning shift at my current job. So yeah, hopefully sometime halfway through August, we will be able to start doing slightly earlier streams, you know? I'm really not going to promise anything crazy, just because, you know, like when I come home earlier, I'll also have to do things like, you know, see family, maybe on occasion, make plans in life. But it will be fun to get to just do more in general. So that was one of the nicer parts of my day. Other nice part of my day was that, I don't know if I talked about it before. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about it yesterday, which is that, like, you know, while we hung out in Discord, my good friend Stealth has been streaming Yu-Gi-Oh for us, and I re-downloaded Master Duel, which is a digital format for Yu-Gi-Oh they released a while ago. And I was messing around and I wasn't doing too bad, honestly. I was messing around with Dark Magician and I was thinking of and the like junk synchro decks, because growing up I loved Yusei and his deck, and everyone likes a Dark Magician. That's just the classic. That's the one everyone wants. So I did have a Dark Magician card. It was real messed up. Someone gave it to me because it was so messed up and kind of like taped back together. But I still liked it, and I wish I had kept it. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure my parents in general threw out a bunch of stuff as we moved over the years, which is unfortunate in a lot of cases. But it's honestly, I'm chill with a few bit of it, you know. I recognize I can't keep everything, so I'm not gonna be too salty when on occasion certain things I wasn't paying attention to get awayed. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. I'll say one thing. It's not the bet. You can, Greg. It'll be at your door soon. Admittedly, even though I like to keep things rough, even though I like to keep things lighthearted, some rough stuff has happened today. And honestly, I was already getting serious about kind of rectifying those sort of issues before. But now I'm really about to double down on an idea I had a while ago. But hopefully outside of that, everyone's own personal day was okay. So, and if not, we're just gonna hang out and do some doodling. I would like to draw, cause like we could work on the next comic strip, right? But alternatively, I've been wanting to do just like bigger illustrations with Walt and Willie in general, so I think we're gonna do some of that. Also, hi Sal. Also, by the way, speaking of comics, I had let the webtoon, for multiple reasons, really just kind of, you know, just unattended to. The webtoon version of Wallop Brothers unattended to. But it has been updated with a new format, which did also include one new strip posted on the webtoon site. It's still not fully caught up, but it's getting there. and hopefully, you know, sooner rather than later, i.e. sometime this week, I will be posting like the last 3 strips to the web to Webtoon. Yeah, I need to make more video game soundtracks. Like, not like I don't want to play full soundtracks, except unless Katamari Damacy is on Spotify. But I do like making my own little playlist of different songs on Spotify for streaming. And this is my orchestral one with some Monster Hunter in it. Also, file, open, because I'm gonna do something real quick. Ba ba ba. Hey, look at that. You can see all the comic strips on there. I don't really care about going through my computer on stream, purely because I'm just like, I don't really keep anything too sensitive on my computer. Nothing that you could grab immediately. I don't know if this is oh yeah, this is showing up on screen. That's interesting. Yeah, we could work on a bit more of this, which, don't get me wrong, I'm going to, but how about something a bit different instead? Sketch. I don't know what tomorrow is, Greg. And chances are Oswald almost certainly doesn't either. Given that he is Bunwee, he doesn't have a concept of time. And I'd like to keep it that way. Exactly. Honestly, so some people are like, time is a you know, is a human conception. It's not. I feel like time is in fact a force on reality, but the way we perceive it is orchestrated by humans, and and frankly that one's a scam. I have no care to continue with the human measurements of time. I want to do something with this. This is actually a pretty simple painting. I know it's not, Greg. I'm going on Google right now to grab some reference. And honestly, I'm not even like, oh no, my Google. It's more so that it'll just look like a mess. Just a mess. Okay, we're good. File, import. Back to desktop. Yeah, there we go. Hey, let's do something with this. This is the death of Blackbeard. But I'm just gonna use it as a basis for the boys going nuts. Almost certainly not, Greg. Wildly not. Well, how tall is Blackbeard? If Blackbeard, I mean, Blackbeard is like your average height. I feel like the guys would come up to like that high. What was I thinking of? I don't know if I'll ever give Walt and Willie an official height. Just vibe with it. There's one franchise that makes it like I'm not gonna put down in paper what their height is. It's Pokemon. Pokemon who give people the perception of what their fictional animals should like. Everyone's like, oh, it's probably like this big, right? And then they're just like, no, much smaller. Hup, 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 hup. I refuse. I refuse to put random numbers down on a piece of paper, and everyone's just like, well, actually, did you know? No one needs to give... Did you know gaming anymore, anymore to work with? Would it be better? I feel like it would be better if they were... If... This is gonna be Willie. I feel like it would be better if he was off balance in this. Just guns akimbo. Willie does primarily tend to use pistols in fighting. Like any good pirate, both him and his brother carry some flintlocks at any given time. But I feel like Willie just uses them more. He doesn't really have a melee option he likes. So he just locks and loads. That's it, people. Lock and load. Oh my god, I was thinking about this the other day. If they don't include Cloud Strife's most famous catchphrase in the final part of the Final Fantasy VII remake, that'll be the straw that breaks my camel's back. Be like, this was never good. I can't believe they did this to me. When you are sitting on the edge of the final battle for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cloud has to say "Let's mosey" as the as you know, you go in. It's the only thing they need to do. Shroud Life. But yeah, it's the only thing. It's the only piece of accuracy I care about. I forget if I said it on stream or not, but honestly, while the re-releases are perfectly acceptable for giving people the original Final Fantasy VII experience, especially since they include little built-in cheat codes to make sure, you know, if you don't want to deal with some 1990s game design, you don't have to. But I would like some kind of HD remake, 1-to-1 remake for Final Fantasy VII. Because as kind of cool, you know, as kind of cool as the remake is, it's changing a lot of gaming mechanics and stuff like that. And like, Final Fantasy VII is legitimately one of my favorite turn-based RPGs. So the fact that also speaking of, the fact that the remake doesn't keep the turn-based part and such mechanics, I'm just like, oh. I liked how malleable you could be with characters. You know, just kind of load them out with whatever you want it. make them whatever build you thought was right. It's great. If you haven't played the original Final Fantasy VII, you should give it a shot. I like it. As someone who has very little nostalgia for Final Fantasy. All my Final Fantasy nostalgia comes from Kingdom Hearts. So it's like, some of it's there, but not for the games. Not for blocky overworld polygonal Cloud and the gang. So hop 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 hop. The music fucks though. That I will take no notes on. Final Fantasy VII battle theme is like the best RPG battle theme. Put to paper, put to disc. Can you really say paper? I mean, like, they probably wrote down the composition for the fighting music somewhere on paper. But the main medium through which people originally consumed it was not through paper at all. Not remotely. Is the best arrangements of the score. I don't know if I've listened to, like, the soundtrack for Advent Children. I feel, you know what, I feel like I remember listening to it for One Winged Angel. I don't remember if I listened to it for many of the other songs, but I could always go back whenever I'm feeling in the Final Fantasy soundtrack mood. Hup hup. Forget. They don't really explain a lot in Advent Children, but they do fight Bahamut at one point. You forget if that's explained, if they're just like, oh my goodness, something has happened and now Bahamut's here. And everyone's like, excuse me? When? How? Has there ever been any kind of comment on whether or not, like, because one of the things most Final Fantasy games share after like 3, I think, 3 or 4, is summons. And almost always when they're used as a specific plot device, summons are commented to be like a connection to another world, what have you. Has there ever been, like, you know, any kind of hint on whether or not it's like the same summons appearing across time and space in different universes? Or they're like, we don't care. It's whatever. You know what? If I really wanted to make anime Twitter angry, I should have them fighting the Roger Pirates in the background. The Wallop brothers run amok on the Oro Jackson. Scaling never works when it comes to cartoons, so I can say Walt and Willie can do whatever the hell they want. And boy howdy will they. Bump 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 bump. This should put body orb there. you know, how body orbs do. You know, even though yesterday's stream was kind of all over the place, I was happy to get to play Mario 3 and like talk about the sprite work and stuff. Because honestly, Mario 3 sprite work is just the best. I love how little round Mario and Luigi look in that game. Oh no, guns. I never count flintlocks as gun violence because they're so wildly impractical. I feel like you should reasonably be more afraid of someone with a very powerful slingshot than a flintlock. Don't move, I have a flintlock. Is it loaded? Well, not right now. It's like, well, it's gonna take you like 10 minutes to do that. So I'm leaving. Goodbye. Up, up. Big ass DDD hammer in Walt's hand. Because, you know, against probably everyone's judgment, Waltz's only piratey weapon is a mallet. Just a mallet. Let me undo that basically, real quick, because I should almost certainly define the hand a bit more. Mallet. Magnezone. Magnezone. Magnemite. Magnemite. Magnezone. Honestly, it's such a shame that I feel like that's something that's not touched on as much in Pokemon in general. Is the idea of wandering in the woods, doing Pokemon things, and then accidentally coming across a massive, powerful Pokemon. And I'm not talking about like a legendary. Just means just like, I'm gonna go into this cave and catch a Magnemite. And then it's just like, fucking whoops. There is a wildly powerful fucking monarch of a Magnezone living here too. But I'm gonna chalk that more up to fucking them just totally wasting all potential in 3D Pokemon, honestly. I'm sorry, I know I'm getting spicy right now. Yeah, I imagine even at their weakest point upon their pirating careers, fighting Walt and Wooly is just a nightmare, akin to what it's probably like to fight Spider-Man. Just jumping everywhere, doing insane shit. Does Oswald like triangles? Nah. Oswald tends to like, I don't know, cups and balls. I do love Oswald. I gotta go dog sitting for 2 days. I won't see Oswald for 2 days. Hopefully he'll be very good. I shall give him banana when I return. No Bonwee for I know, but I'm sitting a pup, so you know. Fucking law of equivalent exchange, kind of. I won't be petless for that amount of time. Simply bunless. Honestly, I feel like I should trace over these guys. Hi, pig. How you doing? Anything interesting happening? Anything going on with my good friend Pig? Pig, are you here to check on the Xenoblade X? No, I wanted to say Xenoblade X video, but it's just Xenoblade video. Because yes, I still want to do it. When's the Capcom thing? Capcom's doing a presentation sometime. Capcom presents. And honestly, let's be real. Capcom is Capcom Spotlight. I thought they were doing Capcom presentation 2024. Capcom Next Summer 2024. I fucking why? Okay, there we go. Broadcast schedule. Oh, is that today? What's today? Did they do anything on it? It seemed to mostly be taught Okami, Marvel vs. Capcom. It does seem to be comes to. Oh, they're doing Dead Rising? Oh, are they doing a full remake of Dead Rising? Oh, that's cool. I have the original. I need to play that. Maybe we should play Dead Rising for you know, the Halloween this year. Also some Resident Evil stuff. Resident Evil Biohazard for iPad and Mac. Okay, so nothing too big. Some Okami stuff and what have you. That's neat. Give me Mega Man. Exactly. Taco sandwich or shrimp mac. I like the idea of shrimp mac. That sounds great. I don't even like shrimp, but I imagine if you like shrimp, then, you know. I feel like what would be fun would be to fucking, like, really tune all these up. So, like, for example, we give this guy glove hands with his fucking knife he's got here. And then this guy also has glove hands. I think they should just be people. People are, I don't know if I've said this, people are not uncommon in Walt and Willie's world. This is one of those times where it's like, there's only animals and Walt and Willie are inexplicably the only humans. But, you know, there's a decent distribution of multiple anthropomorphic species throughout this world. Humans gotta take the back seat for a while. Up. I feel like I should do... This man is barefoot. Feet for free on twitch.tv against TOS. Can't believe this. I can't believe this man I brought to my stream is just showing off his tootsies for nothing. Give him a big bang on the chest right here. He's got hit. He got hit. And then this man right here. Maybe to help distinguish him, we give him an ovally head with some wild hair. And then same pose. He's back here. I was thinking of. As Walt raises a pistol. And it's like, I got you. Haha. Or do y'all remember fucking... For those of you who watched Unis Honest, do you remember when fucking Mark insisted on shooting Ethan point blank with a paintball gun? That was funny. So I'm kind of changing his pose here a bit. He should have his own pistol right here. But up. It's too late, buddy boy. Greg, I'm gonna be honest with your track record. I don't believe you in the slightest, but, you know, I'm not gonna stop you from saying what you have to say, so I would just say it. Also, I'm eating a tasty cake. Love me a tasty cake. Not sponsored. Not currently sponsored by Tasty Cake. Even though I can eat one in just one bite. I'll see you in your live Discord link. Oh wow. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Oh well. I'll get over it. This stream is for Papa anyway. I'm sure people will realize that if they try to click on that link and get directed to just a dead channel. So. Shout out to Cahill Comic. The inherently less cool version of me. With only a single comic to their name. I have in my collection many comics. And a Z at my name, which again is how you know I'm cool. So. I'm the coolest. No, I'm the coolest. No, me, I'm the coolest. I do. Maybe with my next paycheck, I start picking up the Sonic games for GameCube, because I still want to collect those. I haven't gotten a chance to play many of my GameCube games with my current work schedule, but I mean, hey, that's changing soon. And also, while I prefer to play anything I collect, you know, actually use it for its intended purpose rather than just leave it in a casing. It can also be said that just collecting them to make sure they're in the archive to begin with is a good idea. Interest you at all? I mean, you can still give it a shot, Paula. Also, to be clear, Greg, I did appreciate that. But also, I put out too many going live messages to edit them all. And like, if we're gonna focus primarily on the one in my Discord, then hopefully people would already be following me there. So they'll just go to Twitch and be like, hey, what's up? I definitely wasn't gonna. I definitely wasn't gonna freak out about it. Beans. I'm sorry about that, Paula. I hope you get some kind of exciting email news soon. I remember I have my copies of Vermis next to me, which are real cool. And they took forever to get here. Primarily because they were from overseas, which meant there was no way I could use any American company like Amazon, who just, you know, just like, we have to go now, to get it here quickly. And I just sat forever being just like, email me that's on its way, that's here now. Also, let me look something up, because I was reminded the other day, I was like, I want the Luffy Gear 5 figure. Luffy Gear 5. Not Funko Pop. Literally the opposite of Funko Pop. Anything but Bandai. Figure arts. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. That's only like $80. That's not bad. I should... Ooh, can I get it on Amazon? You can get it on Amazon for $130. It's a bit more expensive. But I want posable Year 5 Luffy. I want him to be on my desk and be like, hey, Cahill, keep drawing funny dudes. And I'll be like, you got it. I will, Monkey D. Luffy. Protagonist of well-received manga One Piece. Get like 10 Luffy Funko Pops for that price. Yeah, which shows you how bad Funko Pops are. Exactly my point. A beanbag sofa thing to cover up for a lack of couches for... No, Paula. I'm delayed. That's the worst. I'm sorry about that, Paula. Hopefully they get it to you soon. Beanbag couch sounds cool as hell. Yo, did I talk about this yesterday? I saw a fucking TikTok. I was about to say Vine. I never even had a Vine account. About a dude making a lifeboat into a houseboat, and I want that. I want that more than anything. Chat, help. Chat, please help me help me buy used lifeboat and turn it into a houseboat. It would be so cool, and also I'd finally have a place to live. Ordered a beanbag sofa. Probably not a beanbag. Paula can't eat any beans, they're still saving it up for the couch. Until it gets there, I gotta save the beans. Correct, Greg. honestly just a very, I feel like, because like, you know, there are plenty of houseboats that are decently large and have big motors and controls, but lifeboats by necessity are a bit more compact while still making sure there's plenty of room for many people, let alone one, and have basic water going capabilities, while also notably, like, even if they're not, like, you know, even if they're not about to turn on a dime or cross the seas very quick, they are specifically made to, like, you know, survive rough seas and stuff. So even if I couldn't cross an ocean by myself in that kind of houseboat, A, I don't think there's a houseboat you can do that with, and B, it still would be more likely to survive harsh ocean water, which I think is cool. Like a literal sea bunker. You can actually go home. That would help. Eating is good for you. Life hack. They don't tell you this. You should eat. Eat and drink water. Paula, just say shrimp mac and cheese. I beg of you. Say shrimp. 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 Fish. Fish, 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 fish. Can I find that? Give me a second. We're going to YouTube. Fish. Fish, fish, fish. Fish, 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 fish. Meme. Fish.
You, me, fish station. What are we eating for dinner? Fish, of course. Uh-oh, there was a fish inside of our fish. We black out and wake up in a fish. We're surrounded by fish. Fish, eat fish. You know what that means. Fish, fish. What do? We're gonna fight it. Fish, fight, fish, handed, fish, naked. Oh, yes, please. We befriend the fish after we beat it in a fish. Then we ride it into a fish. Dance, dance, revolution. Revolution, overthrow the fish.
Fish. Shrimp. Up. Oh my lord. Do I smell or does my shirt smell right now? I think it's me. It's always so hard to tell. Let's see, do I have a different shirt in this thing? Give me a second, chat. I want to smell better. Where am I gonna find? Where am I going to find shrimp? Fish? Paula, when you're driving around, go get some gas station sushi. That's what you need. That's what we all need. Some good old gas station sushi. I love guacamole. That's wasabi. Wasabi. Over for the fish. More like sushi. Yeah, she is pretty sush. I think you sound a little sush. I feel like... Let me stand up for a second. Let's crack open like this first volume of One Piece. And let's say we go to like the first chapter with the bandits. Yeah, I mean, heck, I feel like Oda's typically been praised on how he draws background characters, considering how important it is sometimes for the story. Fish. Now all day I'm just gonna be thinking about fish. Dream of a fish. Kilroy was here. I learned about that just the other day. I did not know what that is. Apparently it's a World War II thing. Which had some very interesting stories attached to it. Kilroy was memes long before memes. Otacon, do you know about Kilroy? Kilroy Snake? Kilroy. It was a meme during World War II. What was the meme about Snake? Fish. Fish. Snake, you're telling me that Kilroy was just about fish? Yeah. All about fish. Oh my lord. Trying to bring my fucking voice up that high. From doing a snake grumble to saying fish. Bad idea. Oh, you know what would probably help with this image? Well, actually, I think I need to get his arm somewhere else. That'd be one thing. I was trying to keep it closer. Oh, have fun. And get bored of it. I don't know. Hot take. I think Elden Ring is good. I know. Wild gamer opinion. Other than Elden Ring. Valid. Yeah, just use cheat engine to get the credit so you have closure. Honestly, my whole thing with any FromSoft game is like, credits or not, usually there's like one challenge I'm trying to do, so I need to overcome that first, and after that's all squared away, then I'm like, okay, I can do something else now. I was real nervous about the DLC boss, final boss, being like that, but honestly I went for like 2 days. I tried it for 2 afternoons and managed to get the hang of it after that, so it worked out. Then after that I was like, you know what, I promised myself I would do Melania after I beat that fight, so we'll do Melania another time. And then I did Melania and I got her, and I died, but damn did I do good. Like, it was only a small handful of attempts. Was I thinking of? I did switch. I think I talked about on stream that like I switched to a claymore at a certain point. But I had been using the iron cleaver for everything else, and honestly, after the DLC was done, the iron claymore, not the iron claymore, the iron cleaver was plenty to clean up any Elden Ring bosses I had left on the cutting room floor. Which probably goes to show you how much, you know, the DLC is difficult. Switching up weapons just to give me a bit more of an edge, only to go back and be like, ah, I can just use the other weapon I was doing. Have a good malt, Paula. Yeah. No, you're good. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, that's the thing, right? It's what you want to do. So if you're just like, I'd rather not spend my time just doing a challenge all day, then that'll be A-okay. Anyone who gets on your nuts for that needs to find something else to do. But yeah. Honestly, I'd argue Elden Ring takes up so much time, not purely out of challenge, even though that's definitely a fraction of your time. But similarly, just by exploring, because at the end of the day, if you were to explore Elden Ring's world thoroughly, one, you'd find that they reuse too many bosses. I think the game is a masterpiece, but that's definitely the case in a lot of places. But two, I think you'd find plenty of tools and materials to overcome any other bosses they put in front of you, you know. But exploring takes time, so it's not necessarily quicker, it's just a different way of doing it rather than like practicing the bosses over and over again. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, what was I thinking of? Elden Ring is a great open world game, but some people don't even have time for open world games. Say nothing of practicing and beating bosses. So with that in mind, people should just go with whatever they want for challenges, what have you. I feel like based on what Oda drew when I was looking at in that piece, I should really just give this guy a bandana. I think that's the biggest thing I can learn from looking at his stuff, is that he gave a lot of unimportant characters hats of some kind. So that way it's, you know, you don't gotta worry about what hairstyle they got on. You can barely see their faces under that thing. And do you like the little mouth I made here? Does kind of look a bit like a smile. Yeah, so we're just gonna reset this a bit. So instead of giving him proper eyebrows, I should probably just... frowny face. You know what? Credit to me. I don't think... Yeah. There we go. Honestly, I feel like any thing I could say about Elden Ring being too big or taking up too much time, I could just say about Hollow Knight as well. Hollow Knight has plenty of comparable challenges that and a massive 2D world to explore. So that's the biggest thing. A well-made, large game to explore. Its biggest drawback is it's gonna take you forever to explore it. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Boy, oh boy, I like pirates. Oh my lord, I put it in Discord because Greg put it in Discord. The fucking there's a, I don't know if it was new or if it was just making the rounds, but someone had a thing about just like, does anyone else want to just buy a ship and be pirates and explore the world? And I got that sent to me by so many people, including family members. And I'm like, this is perfect. This is exactly. Maybe I should. Yeah. There we go. Now that's a look. That's a look of terror. If I'd ever seen one. Also, how about a little nosebleed effect? This man gets winged. Winged. What was I thinking of? I feel like any desire to include a One Piece Easter egg is equally outweighed by the risk of someone looking at the comic and be like, "You're ripping off One Piece," and be like, "It's not even really the top of my inspirations." I think it's a great story. But a lot of other things in life had made me want to do pirate things. It's wild too, because One Piece is older than me. So by all accounts, I could have been reading it for my entire life, but nope. Just when I was in my 20s. As you do sometimes. You know? much. Finally went through humble choice and redeemed or gave away pretty much everything. That sounds cool. I'm not sure I know what humble choice is, but giving stuff to people, redeeming things, sounds nice. The only thing you don't want to give to people is STIs. I know, I've had too many given to me. Please, no more, I couldn't. The monthly 12, you get like 8 to... Oh, that's cool. Get it day one on Xbox Game Pass. Imagine... I'm going to go ahead and assume that it might be better than Game Pass. And run by better people than Xbox. Because those are low bars. At least the second one. I know Game Pass occasionally has some good stuff on there, but still. Xbox. Oh, that's good. So yeah, it is better than Game Pass, I'd say. Absolutely. Game Pass doesn't let you keep shit for shit. What if I did, just to really round out the scene, what if I did put just a little guy here? Well, we'll give him an even bigger nose than his companions. Yeah. There's Cadet Kilroy. Hiding out as they get, you know, boarded. Listen, he's not gonna do anything. All he's got going for him is his massive nose. You're like, the fuck you want me to do? I fix up the ship, and I have a big nose. That's the only thing I do. Large nose gang, rise up. That nose needs to actually be a little smaller. I've been too successful. A nose to surpass Metal Gear. Maybe we should give Mr. Kilroy here more of a this kind of thing. Yeah, he's poking out over. And we'll have a bunch of smoke here, just obscuring him a bit. Just really scratch it up.
Yippers!
Gunpowder goes off when you... Whoa. Gunpowder gives off a lot of smoke. Little Jen Uwu, welcome. I hope you're not a bot. It's a low bar, but you'd be surprised. Honestly, this guy looks a little messed up now, but chances are he'll look better in the inked version. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Me, myself, I'm just, going around and doodling. And getting done work. I probably need a shower. More than anything else. But, stream first. Shower after. I'm the only one who has to deal with my stink. That it'll be fine. I tell you, they just have me run around too much. I don't know whether or not I'd like a job where I'm constantly working on a project. Like one project the entire time. Or like what I actually love this mouth. That mouth and then this kind of nose. Yeah. And then little cheeks. You gotta give people little cheeks. That's how you know they're people. I don't know, I just feel like giving a little cheek blush always brings a bit more three-dimensionality into something. That's how I see it. I'm gonna put some more just like clouds around them. Really infer that they've been going hog wild. Hoi! Hoi, I'm Tammy. And this is my friend, Tammy. And this is their friend, Tammy. And this is their friend, Tammy. And this is their friend, Tammy. I love Tammy the artist and Tammy the video game character. I really got to do this, rasterize, and then gonna move this man over. Whoop. There he is. Much better. Oh my goodness. You know, I get fatigued doing streams sometimes. And I feel like my natural reaction, and it's like, you need to drink more water. But it could also literally just be because I always just come to stream right after I'm done work. I'll tell you something. We got 6 weeks until that changes. And frankly, I'd still say that's too slow. There, that's it up. Squibble. You will keep your gun, sir, but I'm gonna make it look goofier. I hate to tell ya. Maybe this guy should have his eyes closed, honestly. That might work out better for us. Everyone's wearing a bandana. It's hot at sea. You gotta dip your bandana in the cold seawater. Wrap it around your head. You're probably not supposed to do that for some reason. I don't know why, but I can imagine a sailor being just like, don't dip your bandana in water. Stupid. The salt. The fucking salt will get in your scalp, and then you'll be dehydrated, and then you'll get scurvy, and then you will die of scurvy. A landlubber. Brother, you can't take these landlubbers anywhere. They be getting scurvy on the first day at sea. We ain't making it out of port like this, boy. That guy just looks like he's crying back there. Which I'm okay with, honestly. Yeah, this has not been on the same layer, but it's fine. A-okay. Knobbly need. Nick. Lord. I've fallen off of it a little, but I feel like it's underrated how important it is to put like a pillow or something between your knees when you're sleeping, you know? Cause fucking like it's your kneecaps are so big that unless you got real thick thighs, then like they're just knocking against each other as you're trying to sleep, and you're just like, this hurts. Not to complain too much about my soft bed, but my knees are killing me because the bones are touching. And I know that only very specific bones are supposed to touch each other. Not just any bone to any bone. I would say happy Pride, talking about boning so much, but Pride is over. Oh. This is a tragedy. I can't do an incredibly easy punchline anymore. Worst thing all day. Is that this month? Is this like is July National Disability Awareness Month? That's pretty. That would be pretty cool. Maybe I should go give this guy like a little goatee. distinguish him just a little bit in the forefront. This guy ain't got that, like, Seto Kaiba jacket, I say after talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Pig still here? Pig, do you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Together? Looking in your Discord, and I was like, oh, they're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! A couple days ago. As I'm playing on the app right now. He might be going to sleep. He's old. Don't hold it against Pig, everyone. He's so... Cahill, I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, then we must play it together. Want to play Magic? I'm not playing Magic. I mean, I could try Magic. For sure. But... I don't know. There's something about Magic that has me just like, eh. It's weird because I feel like Magic kind of has more like lore and story stuff going for it than other card games, especially ones I've been interested in, like Yu-Gi-Oh! But it still manages to feel weirdly generic to me, which might just be a statement on, you know, how popular Magic is for the most part. It feels so large that I already think of it as like the default setting, but I don't know. Honestly, this is a pretty good pick, if I say so myself. Walt would be facing this way, and his hat's gonna go off in this direction. In case no one knows, Walt and Willie, I've gone over this before, they're both wearing baseball caps, right? And like, for the most part, they're wearing the same model of baseball cap. It's just that Walt wears his to the side and Willie wears it straight on. So what that means is that when the caps are like facing forward, you draw them like this, right? Little oval circle in the background, littler circle up top, right? Then you turn them to his side a little bit, right? Like 3/4 view. And maybe they look a little something more like this. Give a bit of a hint of some depth there. Same size circle, because that actual cap area, that thing holding your head is going to be about the same size. But then you get it side view, and I just just full on just like, wow. In a move that defies logic, when it's turned to the side, both of their caps, like their little bills, grow. And I feel like usually I don't draw Willie to the side enough to make his look, you know, as the little bill thing look as big as Walt's, but theoretically, if you were to do like a little an animated turnaround of them, that's what you would see. Willie's hat would just get a lot bigger. The Walt's would shrink at some point. Willie's would be infinitely longer. I don't know what the little like shutter shade bill thing is called on hats. If there's any mad hatters out there, can you let me know about building hats? Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. What was I thinking of? You know what? I think I'm gonna call a short stream today. Oh. Big. We'll save this for later. And we can raid someone. Who should we raid? I'm just a little eepy is all. I'm just the smallest bit eepy. So. Elves are short. I feel like elves are famously long. Tall. Elves don't have haste. Let's raid Shadow Mage. I do like a Shadow Mage around here. And he's doing some Warhammer stuff. So I'm sure that will be fun. I thank y'all for coming by tonight. Sorry it's a bit more of a shorter, low energy stream, but hopefully you know some people like that. I will be back next week. Next week we're doing, I feel like this is what happens. I tend to burn myself out, end up doing like a shorter, low-key stream, and then like next week I end up doing like 4 streams, because I have 4 streams planned for next week. So I do hope to see y'all there starting on Saturday night. What's up, Greg? Is this the wrong Shadow Mage? Raid has been canceled. Raid Shadow Mage Alpha. Oh my goodness. I still made sure to spell that right though. So it should be the right Shadow Mage, at least. Anyway, I'll see y'all around. Night.